The driver declined the red-dressed woman's offer, knowing she wanted to give the only survival chance to this poor, dreamy woman. Wow, fable-like kindness. Soon it was the next day. After the rain subsided, the red-dressed woman drove away from the creepy lodge and went home to run a farm, living a pastoral bliss lifestyle. But wait, the scene. After a night of psychological rollercoastering, everyone witnessed McKen's remaining personalities being shipped out. Hence, the doctor believed McKen had no violent impulses left and the killer personality was gone, recommending a psychiatric retreat. Sounds like a premium mental vacation. Eventually, the judge agreed, scrapping McKen's death penalty for treatment. The story continues. On the way to transport him, McKen wore a sly smirk. Is the surviving red-dressed woman the real villain? Next, the camera returns to McKen's mental saga. The surviving red-dressed woman tilling the yard unexpectedly dug up the key to Motel Room 1. What a twist. This means the red-dressed woman was the final target of the killer. But wait, weren't the other personalities already handled? Who's holding on to this key? Is this Detective Conan? Turns out, it's the little boy. The real personality controlling McKen to become a murderer was indeed the little boy, who orchestrated the end for the other personalities and even faked his own death. Talk about a plot twist. This led people to believe McKen only had the red-dressed woman left, while the true culprit lurked in the shadows, waiting for the right moment. After evading the law, the real killer reappeared, ruthlessly killing the red-dressed woman. All good personalities vanished. McKen transforms into a heartless devil, definitely one of cinema's most captivating films. The entire film was shot on a computer screen. Despite its simple technique, it tells an unparalleled, intriguing mystery. Just wow, my friend. The film's rollercoaster twists earned it an 8.5 from over 700,000 viewers. Come, unveil this mystery. This movie was shot in just 13 days, but took 3 whole years to edit, telling an incredible story. Look, the lead David has it all career. He has a beautiful wife and a daughter who's a board member's kid. What a blissful life. But bam! His wife finds out she's got the future. So, to help his wife fight her illness, David quit his job and took her on daily outings. But tragedy struck that day. After years of struggle, illness took his wife's life, leaving David and his daughter alone. The atmosphere grew heavy. Though life must go on, time flew by, and the daughter grew up. But then, the unexpected hit. David video called his daughter and went to bed early. When he woke up the next day, his phone showed several missed calls. He frantically called back, but couldn't reach his daughter. Had she pulled a disappearing act? David wondered, mad about the trash. He sent an apology text, but got no reply by 3 p.m. Then he realized something might be wrong. Frantically, he called his daughter again, but it was still that cold, robotic voice. Come on, don't play cold with me. He remembered his daughter's piano lesson, contacted the teacher, and learned she hadn't come in 6 months. Utterly confused, David found it odd. He had been paying for his daughter's lessons, and she mentioned being in class just last Friday. What on earth is going on? Suddenly, he realized the little girl might have been hiding something. He panicked a bit. How could his obedient daughter be keeping secrets? Flustered, David messaged his brother Peter, thinking the chance of his daughter being missing was getting higher. Should he call the cops? But Peter said Mog might just be skipping school for fun. He had done the same thing before. So he suggested David reach out to Mog. David realized he didn't even have any of his daughter's friends' contact numbers. Oops, too little, too late. With no options left, he opened his wife's computer, found a number, and called. As soon as he connected, the person mentioned. The son invited friends to record. Mog might be there. Poor signals preventing connection. Once he returns tomorrow morning, he will get Mog to call. David's stress began to ease. Sure enough, the next morning, he received a call from one of Mog's friends, only to hear she was invited but didn't show up for this. Hearing this, David panicked again, suspecting his daughter had really gone missing. He immediately called the police. But hours had passed since Mog went missing. Was it too late? David felt anxious. Just then, a woman claiming to be Sheriff Vic called David, saying she was in charge of Mog's missing person case. She needed David to elaborate on all the information he had. Hey, didn't he already explain everything before? Suspicious. David searched for Sheriff Vic online and found she won awards, aiding ex-offenders' rehabilitation. She seemed capable, and her social media posts portrayed her as a respected mom. So David relaxed. However, he still felt uneasy. David knew he couldn't just wait around while his daughter was missing. From the missing persons website, he learned police solve only 45.4 F cases. So he decided to seek help. He opened his daughter's forgotten computer, logged into her social media, checked friends list, but found nothing after calling them. Sheriff Vic had also arrived, urging David to inform her of any news immediately. In the following investigation, though David could find no leads, he learned from his daughter's classmates that she was living a happy life. Ever since his wife's departure, Mog had become reclusive and had no friends at school. Meanwhile, Sheriff Vic kept sending messages, but the police investigation turned up empty. Suddenly, David recalled his last conversation with Mog, where she mentioned she would stay in a study group all night. So David quickly opened the materials and contacted the leader, only to be told they finished at 9 p.m. This lead was abruptly cut off, and David truly felt despair creeping in. Unsure how to find his missing daughter, Sheriff Vic sent surveillance footage, surely hiding the truth.